The Behavior Analysis Regulatory Board meeting is convening at 9:07 a.m. on January 19, 2024 at the Health Licensing Office in Salem, Oregon by telephone conference call. I will now call roll. Megan Johns here. Brenna Lagarde.
Here.
Brad Hendershot. Corey Stump. Samantha Parnham.
Here.
Marie McMahon.
Here.
Jennifer White.
Here.
Members, when you wish to speak, please state your last name for the record. Board members are asked not to use the chat feature during meetings. Public members wishing to speak first, sign on the roster sheet available. For public members on MS Teams, please email Carrie Edwards at carrie.edwards@oha.oregon.gov and provide your first and last name. Public and interested parties' feedback may be heard during the public and interested parties' feedback period if indicated on the agenda. Everyone is asked to use appropriate language, manners, and protocols when conducting board business. This meeting is called to order.
Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Bob Bothwell, the interim director here at the Health Licensing Office. Glad to see everybody made it through the freeze. Madam Chair, when you're ready, the first thing we'll need to do is approve the agenda.
Yes. All right.
So we'll need someone to approve the
This is McMahon. So moved. Go ahead.
agenda.
You got it.
I heard
McMahon,
Marie
I second.
McMahon.
Okay.
Brenna and McMahon.
Yes.
Okay. Marie. When you're
I'll second.
Okay.
A motion has been made. I'll call roll. Megan Johns, aye. Brenna Lagarde.
Aye.
Brad Hendershot. Corey
Chair,
Stump.
Chair, you don't have to call them if they're not here. Yeah.
Perfect. Samantha Parnham.
Aye.
Marie McMahon.
Aye.
Jennifer White.
Aye.
Okay. Next item is director's report. This is Bob Bothwell for the record. First item in my report are the board members' recruitments. So first we have on my list Samantha, and Samantha's current term expired October 31, 2023, and you can reappoint. I don't know if you've sent Derek the paperwork or have been in contact with Derek. If not, you might want to do that, please.
This is Parnham. I did the paperwork a while ago, so it should be good.
Okay. Okay. I'll get with Derek and ask him where it's at. Okay. And it may be done and you're just waiting for confirmation.
Okay.
Let's see, Brad Hendershot his second term ends October 31 of 2024, and he is unable to reappoint. Brenna Lagarde, your second term ended October 31 of 2023, and you are unable to reappoint. Marie McMahon, first term ended October 31 of 2023, and you can reappoint. Corey Stump, first term ended October 31, 2023, and they can reappoint. Megan Johns, your second term ends December 16 of 2026, and you're unable to reappoint. Jennifer White, first term ends February 13 of 2024, and you can reappoint. The pediatrician and the psychiatrist positions are vacant. Any questions or concerns? Okay, hearing none. The next on the list, I don't have my slide deck on my computer, so I'm not gonna be able to tell you what slide we're on. So the next slide is the Behavior Analyst Regulatory Board report. We don't have a slide for it, but we were to begin issuing provisional interventionist analyst licenses. If we were unable to do it within 5 days, we have not issued any of those licenses. So the good news there is we're getting them done. Once we have a completed application, we're getting them done within 5 days. Licenses issued for behavior analysts. Quarter 1, quarter 2, and quarter 3 of 2024, we have issued 60 licenses. Assistant behavior analysts in quarter 1, 2, and 3 of 2024, we have issued 6. Behavior analyst interventionists, quarter 1, quarter 2, and quarter 3 of 2024, we've issued 510. Bringing that total to 2,037 of the interventionist licenses issued. And quarter 1, 2, and 3 for licenses renewed, 194. That's behavior analyst licenses, by the way. And most of those are done online. Assistant behavior analysts in quarter 1, 2, and 3, we've had a total of 9. And again, the majority of those are done online. Interventionist renewals in quarter 1, 2, and 3 of 2024, 385 have renewed. Behavior analysts licensed by age and gender. It looks like the vast majority are between the ages of 26 and 41. A nice grouping. Assistant behavior analysts in the same grouping, 26 to 41, also the vast majority in that age group. And female, and the behavior analysts by gender, and the vast majority are female as well. Interventionists, very young group, 18 to 33. And again, it appears that the vast majority are female. Licensing trends for behavior analysts, it's moving upward, which is good, at 445 as of quarter 4 of 2023. Assistant behavior analysts, somewhat static, at the number is 25. Interventionists, looks like an EKG. It goes up, it goes down, and it looks like it's on a back upward trend with 1,388 as of quarter 4 of 2023. And my last slide this morning is your financials. And we had in 2023 for the fiscal year, we had a beginning cash balance of $712,223. We took in $324,591 in revenues. Our expenditures were $292,597. Net operations was $31,994 with an ending cash balance of $744,217.64. Any questions on my reports or concerns? Okay, moving right along. Grandpa Shuck. Morning, Travis.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm Trampus Shuck. I'm the interim regulatory manager, and I'm here to talk about the regulatory report. As you can see on the report, there are 3 bienniums listed on the report. That oldest biennium of 2019, there are no open cases for that time frame. It's just showing it there for some context. You can see from this report that we have 12 cases currently still open and either being investigated or reviewed. Could be in either one of those type of situations, but you can see the bulk of those are from the 2021 biennium. You can see we also a little bit of a trend. We had kind of a bump in complaints for that biennium as well. We went from 13 up to 27, and then only 8 for the last biennium. So take that for what it is. But of those 27 in that where we had that kind of a bump, we only have 6 still open. So you can see that the complaints by type. Some are licensing concerns, some are service provided. This group, the biggest piece is services. So mostly people are complaining about a service that was, not up to professional standards or whatnot. And then you can see the complaints by type. 2 are from the clients, 46 are other, and 0 are anonymous. So you don't get a lot of anonymous complaints. Other boards do tend to get that, but this board, we don't see that. Other is a big category, and which would make sense because this could be a parent, this could be another provider, this could be, anyone other than the client, which would make sense for this group. That number would be the vast majority. So, did anybody have any questions about this report or the regulatory process or investigations in general? I might be able to answer.
This is Megan. I have a quick question.
Sure.
So you're saying that the client is the individual, not the parent? Because for us, we have multiple clients, like the family as a whole is considered a client. So I was just curious at what your definition of versus what that is.
The client would be the person themselves. It actually surprises me to see that there were 2 that we would have listed as clients. But that's actually a good point. And maybe that's something we need to consider when we're entering these in for these statistics, that the parent also be considered the client. I think that that is actually a pretty good thing to point out. And moving forward, I will talk to the people that open these, and we'll flip that around, because this isn't meaningful if, that's not a very meaningful statistic for this group if parents aren't considered clients, right? So we don't know if it's the client or if it's a outside provider, right? Another provider that filed the complaint. So yeah, that's a good thing to point out. We'll take care of that moving forward.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions or comments? All right. Thank you, everybody. I'll get
Thanks,
out of here and
Travis.
give you back to Bob.
Okay, Chair, the next item on the agenda is executive session, and you do have a script for that, I hope.
Great. Yes. The Behavior Analysis Regulatory Board will now meet in executive session pursuant to ORS 192.6602F, ORS 192.3559A, and ORS 40.225 for the purpose of considering information exempt from public disclosure at 9:22 a.m. on January 19th, 2024. Representatives of the news media shall be allowed to attend the executive session. The public will now be moved into a separate breakout room for the duration of the executive session. Please continue to keep your phone muted and cameras off. Are there any representatives of the news media on MS Teams?
Doesn't look like there are.
Recognizing that there is no news media in attendance, the public will be moved to a separate breakout room for the duration of the executive session. We will return to open session before making any final decision or taking any final action. It is estimated that the board will return to public session at
Around 10:30.
around 10:30. Please be aware that it is possible that the board's executive session may last longer than 10:30 a.m. If the public has any questions about whether or not the board is still in executive session, then the public can contact Carrie Edwards at carrie.edwards@oha.oregon.gov. We are now in executive session.